Hi everybody. All right, so I'm introduced, but my name's Casey Skolick. I have Casey's Kitchen. Um, we operate a meal prep service out of Port O'Connor that focuses on nutrition. So so the importance of nutrition is your foundation for everything, for your health, for your energy, for your goals, for all of the above. And it's just unbelievably important. It's not only food fuels your body. So that's what I do. There are all kinds of things in nutrition. Like we operate a meal prep service for people that convenience or getting into like a healthy lifestyle. There's nutrition coaches that help people along their journey. There's nutritionists. You can get up into masters and doctorates. It's a field that starts at any level, and you could, there's certified, there's non-certified, there's all kinds of things. It's a lucrative career. The career in nutrition and health and sciences it's huge. So I'm open to any questions on that, kind of like what we make, what we do, or what I'm expected to do during a normal week. But in the meantime, I'm going to dive right in. We're doing this. I picked a yogurt bowl today because it's a really easy, quick after school thing. You can have a small cup of yogurt or like a big yogurt like this that you cup out of. I choose Greek yogurt. I like the vanilla. You can do regular and add to it, or strawberry or whatever. But so everything that we're going to be putting together in this bowl, they're great on their own. They're good for you on your own. So if you want to eat it as a snack, the yogurt by itself, fruit by themselves, all that stuff. So you can kind of make your whatever you want in it, whatever you have on hand. If you have apples, awesome. You have bananas, even better, that kind of thing. So I think you guys started with about 8 ounces, which is a typical container of yogurt. Like if you get the Yoplait, that kind of thing. So I have a bigger bowl because I'm making it pretty and we're sharing. So I started with the Greek vanilla yogurt. I'm going to prep some of my fruit. I have the same things as, random. And of course, you can do whatever you want. I have some blueberries, strawberries, some oranges, some blackberries, granola, and coconut, unsweetened coconut. Wanted to show you guys a trick with the banana. A lot of, when you're taught to peel your banana this way, if you peel it upside down, starting at the stem versus, you won't get any of the little, the peelings that, the little strings in there that are never any good. Let's see. But does anybody have any questions so far on what I do or what I'm doing? Nope. Love it. Okay. All right, guys, ready. Okay. So one of my favorite things about making one of these bowls, I make it pretty. I design it. I'm sure you've seen, online, Instagram, whatever, people are doing all kinds of fun stuff with food. If the prettier the food is, the better it is to eat. And you're focused on food, you want to pick things up or buy things that have the fewest ingredients possible. When you look at a label and it says that it's, supposed to be a box of cream, you look at the ingredients, that's all that it should have in it. So focus on foods that have less than 5 ingredients. 5 and under is your way to go. It's kind of your key to nutrition. Obviously, all the fruit we're using is the 1 ingredient. So I'm going to start building my bowl. Ooh, my favorite fruit, I have to say I like blackberries or dewberries, fresh. I could eat them in any way, shape, or form. And then a smoothie. My favorite smoothie is which I'm going to show you how to make one or set it up with our leftover fruit today. But my favorite smoothie is frozen bananas, almond milk, peanut butter, and a little cocoa powder. It's like a chocolate banana. I call it the Elvis. It's so good and really, really easy. I'm going to show you guys at the end how to make how to make a quick, easy smoothie or have them prepped already in your refrigerator so you can come after school or for breakfast or anything like that, to make it really, really easy. So my partner in Casey's Kitchen is way better about making these things really pretty, but I'm going to try. Let's see. Blueberry. Okay. All right. So I love coconut in every way, shape, or form. A lot of times you find a sweetened one, which has a ton of added sugar. You don't need it, especially with something like this, because the fruit is already sweet. So you don't need to add, you're looking for flavor, not sugar. So this is organic coconut flakes unsweetened, along with my fruit. But nuts, for anything you want to put in there. So I love you guys. Okay. So this is my bowl. Oh, I have a little bit of everything in there. Now, of course, this portion is huge. This would be, if you want to make everybody in your family a snack, this would probably feed 2 to 3 people comfortably. You're only looking for a little bit. It's awesome for breakfast. It's awesome for after school snack, that kind of thing. But okay, so bowl is done. That went really fast. Awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna go back. I don't know, Kinsey, what do you think to cover? No, I know I covered that so fast. Okay, so I'll get to what I do on a weekly basis. So when I say I offer a meal prep service, so we set up a menu with whole products, real food, minimal ingredients, that kind of thing, for our customers, our clients to order to stick within their particular lifestyles or their dietary needs. It's unbelievably important to eat these whole, clean foods. What I mean by whole, clean foods, like I said, the minimal ingredients. Your plate should look like something your great grandfather had. Like, what did they have access to before we were able to go into HEB and buy crazy convenient food? It's, fresh ingredients, real meats, real vegetables, real fruits, non-processed kind of things. But that's a good one. I'm going to answer that one. So the most unique fruit that I've ever used in a smoothie. So I have tried a little bit of everything. I'd say, what's dragon fruit? Jackfruit. I've tried jackfruit, dragon fruit, and star fruit. Jackfruit is a no-go. That fruit is better for vegetarians or vegans. Use it. You can roast it and it tastes like pork, which is crazy to me, but it does. Dragon fruit was okay. I thought it was prettier than I thought. I had to add a lot to it. And then star fruit was really fun, but again, it didn't add a lot of flavor. I think I stick to more of the classic strawberry, banana, blueberry, raspberries, easy things, and any type of juice. But I apologize. I went through my list much faster than I had timed it, so I do apologize. So if I go to the grocery store, which I'm at the grocery store, I'm a regular there. So I'm there very often, between, meal prep, grocery shopping, restaurant, that kind of thing. It takes me a long time, and it's a lot less. It takes me a lot less time than it used to. The reason it takes me so much time is because I start in, my produce section. I buy all the fresh veggies, fruit, do my meats, my proteins. Those are easy. But when you get in the middle aisles, you really need to stop and pick up, read your labels. Labels are unbelievably important. And as far as the basis of nutrition, no matter what diet, what lifestyle, whatever you need to do, the basis of nutrition is your ingredients, period. I'm sure you've heard people do keto or paleo or all these crazy diets. No matter what, whatever lifestyle or whatever mode of eating you do or believe in, all of them are nutritious. It has everything to do with the ingredients. So I'm looking at, for example, my Greek yogurt that I got today, which I love. On the back, on my ingredients, it shouldn't have all of these crazy processes, and this one doesn't. So it starts, with yogurt, vanilla, um, carabine, a little lemon juice, things like that. It has less than 5 ingredients in this entire thing, so I know that this is good for me. Um, I'd say the smoothie recipe that kids would like the best is my son's favorite, my nephew, everybody's favorite, and it's a straight strawberry banana smoothie. So you strawberry banana and then apple juice or whatever kind of juice that you do. In our house, we call it a classic smoothie because it's as simple as it comes. The easiest way to make a smoothie, which we can do that now, is whatever fruit that you like, whatever fruit it may be, like strawberry, bananas, blueberries, whatever it is. Prep them up, cut them like normal, put them on a tray, throw them in your freezer, and then make little bags out of them. You just need basic little sandwich bags. We'll make a smoothie for breakfast. What we do in our house, we do a bag of fruit frozen. We have a bag of frozen fruit, really easy. And again, whatever you like, you could do this ahead of time, or like today, whatever we have left over in our yogurt bowl is what we're going to be doing. Oh, yes, good question. Thank you for asking that. And then we'll make the smoothie. So foods that give you energy are there's a little bit of both. So general foods that give you energy are like what we're eating today. Your fresh fruit, your nuts, your almonds, carrots, celery, broccoli, those kind of things. Just quick go. Pure food, clean food, real food is what gives you the energy and your fuel to kind of keep going. So instead of picking up a bag of chips, grab a handful of blueberries. Eating the non-processed foods, the foods with the fewest amount of ingredients, are going to give you the most energy, which we all know we all need. Foods that make you tired, those are going to be your I don't know if you've ever noticed or felt it yourself, but say it's a Saturday afternoon and you're going and you have all this energy, you had a good breakfast, you had eggs, bacon, omelet, good breakfast, you have energy, and then you drink a soda or have some Doritos or something like that. And then before you know it, you're tired, you get kind of sluggish. It's because those aren't things that your body is needing or looking for. And if you're giving it kind of the artificial kind of, foods, it slows you down. So it gets fresh, good foods. I can't stress that enough. It's the foundation to nutrition and health. So let me look at the question. So I'd say, okay, so I'm going to go through the list of questions as they're listed. Thank you. Those are really, really good ones. So I'd say snacks to do on your own. What if my nephew's favorite snacks after school? I'll give you two. It's our go-tos. One, we have a really good like seeded bread, or whatever bread you prefer. In the toaster, peanut butter, banana, and a little bit of honey. Delicious. Apples and peanut butter are really, really, really good. And we do another. We buy a brand like Joe's brand, like a flaxseed tortilla or a whole grain type tortilla or a wrap. A little bit of marinara or pizza sauce, pepperonis, and string cheese. Roll it up, throw it in the microwave. It's good to go. Things like that, like putting, that's his go-to. He comes in almost every day and makes himself like a pizza roll up, and he's good. He's happy. We leave it open for him. So skills to for this job. It is you have to love food and you have to appreciate food and want to know and love where it comes from, and know that what you're doing, it's awesome to help people. That's really why I started doing this in the first place. um, Food is the foundation, nutrition's the foundation for everything. um, Eating the right foods, the right things, you can avoid things like heart disease, diabetes, all of those things if you're eating the right types of food. um, so if you would like to this type of field, like I said, it can be at every different level. So if you're wanting to do something like I do, it's tough. Yeah, so like personally, yeah. So you can start, so getting, healthy food, working out, being healthy, starting like in the gym, a personal trainer. A lot of personal trainers offer nutrition type services because they go hand in hand. That's a good way to start. You could do that by literally having a love for food and getting a job at a gym and going from there. They go hand in hand, offering both services. You can get into nutrition coaching, kind of like what I do. I help um, people get on the right track and find out the right type of nutrition for their needs and their lifestyle. Some things work for some, and some things don't work for others. You could take it further. You can get a typical college degree. Get your bachelor's in science, your bachelor's of science degree. Sorry about that. And go in and they get a nutritionist certification. And those types, that level, they work in doctor's offices or have their own, and they're more of like a medically route, medically use. I don't know the word I'm looking for, but a nutritionist salary around that level starts around $60,000 a year. And by offering different services, personal training, meal prep, those kind of things, those are also great ways to increase your income. To make a little, and all the while you're helping people while you're living a healthy lifestyle yourself. So, um, I've been in this industry. I've been in food service for I oh my goodness. I've been an entrepreneur in the food industry since 2006. So we're looking at 14, 15 years now. That's crazy to think. I've always had a love for food. I've always cooked. I've always done it professionally. I never thought that I would, but it's something that I fell into, and I did. I loved. Um, the reason I started taking nutrition as seriously as I did was my weight. And it really wasn't just my size, it was my lack of energy, my sluggishness, I had a hard time sometimes getting through the day without wanting to take a nap. I didn't really feel good. So I started really, instead of, going to the doctor and taking medications and all these things, I started looking at what food could do for me. And it has blown me away, literally just by altering my diet and eating whole, clean foods. Um, Not only was I able to lose weight, but I have energy to go through the day. I can run around the building no problem, and it's all using food for fuel. So this job is not only beneficial for me, but beneficial for others. So if you love food and or have a think you love food and you would love to help people or like to help people, this would be a good field for you to get into. It's a huge The nutrition and health industry is a huge, I mean, $1 billion industry. It's a huge there's a lot of market, and people are always looking for help, someone to help them. Oh man. Um the weirdest smoothie combination, we had a regular that used to come in, and oddly enough it was delicious, but I thought he was the strangest person. So he did every fruit that we did, every blueberry, raspberry, mango, pineapple, banana. I'm missing something, I know I am. He wanted yogurt, a ton of spinach, a ton of kale, avocado, and then I want to say this spirulina powder, which I can't say. It's not the best. So kind of like a jam-packed like veggie smoothie. It looked awful. I didn't even want to make it. I felt like I didn't know what he was talking about, but then we made it for him. I tried it. It was delicious. And now I love spinach and avocado. Avocado actually adds smoothness to your smoothie. It's awesome frozen. And spinach doesn't have very, very, very little flavor. And so adding that is a ton of like proteins and nutrients. So I'd say spinach and avocado in a fruit smoothie would be the weirdest combination that I've ever made for somebody. Um, Selling for my business, I do. Do you have any meal prep containers inside? No. I wish I had a meal prep. Basically, what I do, I make a container of food that has meat, veggies, whatever it may be. And I hate that I don't have that. I apologize. No, we're good. We don't need. I think we're good. But I just do it's a meal prep service. I love these questions. I'm gonna make this smoothie while you guys are coming up with. So what I have is just frozen fruit. This is a sandwich size bag is perfect to put your extra fruit in. Whatever you have left over today is even better. You don't want to really jam pack it. I'm not making a big one today or a full one because I'm already having a snack. So this is a half size of a quart size bag. Like I said, the snack size bags are even better. But what I'm going to do, blender, dump my fruit in. And then I'm choosing apple juice because it's what I have on hand. I don't typically drink apple juice. Something like this is okay in moderation, but you'll find that it has more sugars than you need sometimes. But this is apple juice, so. All right, so I'm just going to put enough juice in here to cover up my fruit. So that's it. Now, keep in mind, while you're making your smoothie, if it's too thick, add more juice. If it's not thick enough, you can add more fruit. By using frozen fruit, you don't have to, but by using frozen fruit, when you blend it up, it blends like a milkshake, which who doesn't want a milkshake? I mean, I love them. I'm going to blend this up. See, this is awful. Okay. Like I said, my fruit isn't very frozen. Unfortunately, it's still going to taste good, but not look as pretty as you would make it at home. But that's it. So I don't add anything else to my smoothies. You're more than welcome to add, other than like yogurt, everything that you have in front of you, your yogurt, your coconut, your granola, your fruit, all of those things are awesome in a smoothie. They're good. So really good. It's like I said, breakfast, snack, lunch, after school, whatever it is. Never anything particular, just kind of what you have on hand. Well, that's delicious. But yeah, I am. Let's see. So I went over it's what I do. Currently, my career is I offer the meal prep service. I focus on ketogenic living, which is a high fat, moderate protein, low carb kind of thing where which works for some people. I do paleo, meaning whole foods, clean foods. That's the concept where when you're shopping, you need to think about what your grandparents or your great grandparents had access to, but before we got all these quick, convenience, easy, ready to go thing, what did they buy and how did they cook? And that's really the focus of paleo. And then clean eating, which they're all about the same things in all of my cooking and all of my preparations. If I'm cooking for a client, I'm cooking for a customer, client, my family, my son, anything like that. I'm going to keep it the same across the board. I always cook like I cook for my family, which is important in my job. with the best quality ingredients. Um, a lot of people have the misconception that it's costlier, or it's more expensive to eat clean, eat fresh, that kind of thing. But what people don't realize, you can buy a product and you can use it for different things, like buying a bag of spinach or buying spinach. You could throw a handful in your dinner, you could throw a handful in your smoothie, you could chop it up and eat it with ranch dressing, or whatever it may be. Just using, I do it every day. I've made it work for my family. Like I said, I love food, and we all have energy, and we're healthier, and we feel better for it. So yes, can you please explain the importance of the students' cafeteria staff knowing? Yes, it is really, really, really important that what you're eating every day, either at school or at home, has the same types of guidelines. Like I said, it will give you energy. You won't feel sluggish afterwards. Um, so your cafeteria staff, not they have not only the basic food knowledge, but doing child nutrition, child food or school food. They have been given the foundation for what works and is healthy, kind of for like a growing body. But there's also, that's a tricky one. I'm not sure. I'd say it's just as important for the cafeteria staff of the school to know what they're giving to you, as you should know what you're putting in your body. That's a, I don't know. That is a tricky one. But even if you're being served something, you fix something, and it doesn't always have to be. When my idea of healthy isn't this, it doesn't always have to be this organic. It's literally just keeping in mind the basic ingredients, the basic ingredients. And that's like going healthy fruit, the healthiest fruit. Your healthiest fruits, as far as sugars and carbs and nutrition, those kind of things, are berries. The smaller the berry, the better. Blueberry first, raspberry, blackberries, or dewberries, then strawberries. Fruits like oranges, apples, bananas are all really, really good. They all serve different purposes. Bananas, great, for potassium, which helps your muscles grow, no cramps, those kind of things. But it is also high in sugar. So berries. If you have a choice to pick up a snack, I would pick up a berry. Your berries. So yeah, so I'm actually, any fruits or vegetables that would help someone with asthma. So I'm actually asthmatic, and so pretty much everything that I've been preaching so far would be along those lines. I haven't found anything in particular to assist with my asthma, but I do know when I'm eating right and eating the right types of foods, that I feel a lot better and I have a lot more energy. Prior to this life of nutrition for me, if I wanted to go for a run or even a walk or what have you, I'd have to use my inhaler before I got started. And now I don't. So now I'm able to kind of run around the block or start going. Every once in a while I still do, don't get me wrong, but the healthier that I have become, as far my foundation is food, the healthier that I've become, energy and keeping up and going. I can keep up with my son's 22, and we could, play baseball. I don't have a problem with it. So, which I didn't do before I took such a focus and dove into a career of nutrition. So, guys, I loved your questions. I appreciate it, especially since I went through my setup so fast. But I guess in summary, I know we're coming to we're coming to a close. So it kind of, in summary, milk, offering, starting nutrition at home and with you and what you're eating. And do not, do not go home and call your mom out and tell her that she's not feeding you a nutritious meal. But maybe you can say, hey, let's pick something out that, the fewer ingredients, the better. Starting now, making food and nutrition important to you right now will not only create a healthier life for you right now, but it was such a great foundation as you grow and grow up. Getting into nutrition, into the field of nutrition, like I said, you can start at a gym as a personal trainer, offering food service. You can work for a meal prep service like mine, or start your own. You can take the route of college, which is amazing, and go through and get your 4-year degree, your bachelor's. That's where, you it does. You don't. That's a tricky one. I don't want to say that about going to school or not, because either way works depending on what field. Going and getting to a 4-year degree, getting your bachelor's degree, and getting your nutrition certificate, you'll be able to work with doctors in the medical field. So that's going to continue to grow your career. So this career kind of works for anybody. I'm loving it. I have a good time. I never expected I would do something or get something so rewarding. It's amazing when someone, calls me or texts me or whatever and lets me know that they're, just by changing their food, we've helped, it helps heart disease. I have diabetics that have taken insulin that haven't had to use insulin in months due to their change in nutrition. I'd say possible, comfortably nutritionist at the entry level. Going into the medical type profession with the bachelor's degree is about 60,000. 60,000 a year is the kind of the going rate. If you do something like I do, and offering a service in nutrition coaches, it goes up and down. I'd say 60 would be an average. On the lower side, oh, sorry about that. On the lower end of this service, this nutrition coaching service that I offer, it's about $40,000 a year, just foundation. And that's kind of where you can start and then grow up from that. So it depends on how much you want to put into it, how much further. Like me, that was where we started, and then the business has grown because we've grown into offering different things and working with gyms and offering programs for their clients. And like I said, it's a cross field. You can do it alone, go to college, do that, open your own practice, work with a doctor, or you can do something on my side. I work with personal trainers, gyms, clients, moms, dads, whatever. We work with all walks of life. So I'd say the minimum in this field would be about 40,000 annually to start, with a degree 60,000, with a much higher with a much higher potential. I'd say maybe 40 to 80,000 for what we're doing right now. So good, and it's fun too. And I only have a couple of in the kitchen days, and the rest of it is I have a lot of free time. It opens up my schedule to do a lot more. I have most of mine, I just deal with clients over the phone via text, and like I said, I have a couple of cooking days, a couple of delivery days, and then I'm free several days of the week, 3 to 4 days a week. Technically, I have off, so it's kind of nice if you want to take the field on, or that's why it works for people that work at gyms or doctors' offices, kind of things. You're able to kind of do work your own schedule and do what works best for you while still getting a paycheck. So, and helping people. So it's kind of a win-win situation. I love it. So, I don't know. I feel like I've summarized. I love your questions. Does anyone have any more questions? I hope I've answered them. I know I talk a lot. Oh, yes. COVID did affect our job for sure. So I'll go into both with the pandemic, the extra safety measures. So fortunately, due to my background in food service, you know, washing our hands and wearing gloves and those kind of things are normal practices for us. Not only does that protect us, it protects our clients. There's a few things that have affected the job, which has been tricky. Fortunately, we've been able to play around it and kind of spin it and make. We actually grew our business during COVID versus the other. We offered, you know, doorstep delivery, pickup, to goes, those kind of things, and really pushed the factor of convenience. So for me, it worked well. Other than our food costs rising due to different like plants and things like that closing and not opening. Um, so we didn't really, other than some increasing food cost and changing the way we do business as far as how we get our food to our customers, we were fortunately able to grow our business. So kind of awesome. Um, let's see. Do you have a special license for this? Yes. Just to, I have a basic certificate, a training certificate for nutrition coaching. It was very minimal school. I college. Uh, I went to college, so I don't have my bachelor's degree. I just have my associates, and I was able to get a training certificate. It took about 6 months to do. It was basic information, but the crazy thing is, in this field, unless I wanted to go work with, like within the medical field, like I said, your own practice or with a doctor's office or that kind of thing, you can offer these services. With I chose to take the route of getting a certificate because it's just worked within this lifestyle. But I also I probably I did meal prep or so for about a year or so before I even got into that, just because I wanted to take it on, you know, more seriously and as my career. I've owned a restaurant for 15 years. And so switching over to the field of nutrition, I wanted to dive in and get everything that I could do. But I didn't get my bachelor's in nutrition or my bachelor's in science, you know, for nutrition, because I don't want to work in a doctor's office. I like having my own schedule. I like doing my own thing, and I like working with people. Um, my Does my family help with meal prepping? They don't. I have they sometimes, don't get me wrong. I have an amazing business partner. We work together. There's just two of us, and we're able to comfortably do about 300 meals a week. Um, and again, if we could expand that business, but that's kind of our cap because that's what we do together. It is important that you do have family support. My family has to meet clients sometimes, do deliveries sometimes, um, pick up or hang out with me at the grocery store when I go. That's kind of a Sundays are for shopping, and so there's, you know. But yeah, so they don't particularly help me with prepping. They are my guinea pigs for all the meals that we do make and what because nutritious food, good food, shouldn't and doesn't have to taste healthy, which a lot of people find. I like food to taste good. I throw down. I love, I eat, you know, when I was younger, up until the time I was about 20 years old, I didn't eat vegetables. I was the pickiest eater on this planet. I was awful. And then I started slowly adding bites of vegetables in, bites of really just vegetables, like bites of these, and just adding minimal amount to my food. And then before I knew it, I was eating that, and I'm almost vegetarian now. So it's kind of awesome. Oh, thank you so much, guys. I got it. I was looking at the time. I figured we were close. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you.
Are there any other schools that have questions out there before we wrap up? Thank you so much, Ms. Gallick, for all the information you've shared. Um, If you all do come across questions that you want to ask her after the today's event, feel free to email me and we could forward those on to her.
Absolutely.
Time. Oh, if you want to put your info of how to order meals, please go ahead and Miss
Yeah,
Galaxy.
actually, thank you guys. I know I gave you tons of information. I would love further questions. Email me. I'm going to enter. Currently, we use our Facebook page, and I'll give you guys my phone number to text to. We post a weekly menu. I'm going to write that in here. We post a weekly menu, and I'd be more than glad to help you with any questions or anything you may have, and help you. Casey's Kitchen. Sorry. Okay, and then my cell is best for text because I'm literally always on the go. Let's see. Okay, yeah. And then, like I said, please email Raquel with any questions. I'd be more than happy, or even to get in direct contact with anybody to answer questions, not about the field, but what we do, or if we can even help you now, or if you're curious about something. Lots of trial and error on my part, so I would love to, help share the knowledge that I've learned over the last several years. I really do appreciate you guys. Thank y'all for having me today.
Okay, thank you, educators and students. We appreciate your time, and we appreciate your time, Ms. Gallick. If anybody does have something that they want to relay back to her, feel free to email me. We appreciate everyone this afternoon, and you enjoy your day. Casey, if you could stay on, I was just going to do a quick screenshot.
Okay, awesome.